All right, it's Wednesday, February 4th. I like to start my morning off every morning by calling the InfoWars Whistleblower Hotline. And I've called it like 3 times this morning, tried to record it, but I call it and it doesn't even ring. I mean, what's the point in advertising a whistleblower hotline if the dang thing doesn't even work? So just for the record's purposes, I'll call it and you guys will hear nothing, because that's what happens when you call the InfoWars Whistleblower Hotline. The number is 1-512-291-5750. So we just dialed the number. Oh, here we go. It might work this time. Okay, well, praise God. I called it like 2 times.
We're calling the offices of Alex Jones Productions, InfoWars.com, and PrisonPlanet.tv. To place or check on the status of an order from the InfoWars shop, please press 1. If you have questions or comments about your PrisonPlanet.tv subscription, please press 2. To leave a message regarding a news tip, press 3. You have reached the InfoWars news tip line. Please leave your tip. If you'd like, leave your name and contact number or email. Due to high volume of information, we may not be able to respond to all tips. Thank you.
Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up or press the pound key.
Hey, InfoWars, I'm calling on behalf of Dr. Kent Hovind. He's an innocent Christian in prison for the past 8 years. They're trying to keep him in prison for the rest of his life. I wake up every morning. The first thing I do is I call your whistleblower hotline. I'm going to call you every single day up until his trial, which is March the 2nd. We have a short period of time here to get some attention. If you guys would give Dr. Kent Hovind just 15 minutes on your show, you could do a live jailhouse interview, have him call in and tell you the situation. If you want a representative to call in, I've got Ernie who's Kent Hovind's 25-year trusted friend. Heck, I can call in. We just need some visibility about his situation, and I'm sure if we bring light to the situation, it would help get him freedom. And Pastor Manning has done 2 jailhouse interviews with him. He's been on the New American. He's had a press release from Christian Newswire. Pastor Wally Drake has interviewed him on a legal show out in California. Pastor Stefan Broden, a 25-year preacher, has got up and spoke about him. So there's lots of people. He's been on the Calgary Nation. He was in the New American, if I didn't mention that. George Lujak, who's a prominent journalist, has written about him. You guys really need to pick up the story, and his life is hanging in the balance, and we have until March the 2nd to get a lot of attention about it. I've got all the information you need. This is the biggest story since Clive and Bundy, and you guys keep ignoring it. I know my wife called into your show, and you actually mentioned her name. You said, Alex said, we're going to get to Aaron here in just a little bit, and you went into overdrive, and then you hung up on her. Okay, we're trying the best that we can to to break through this wall that you've built up around your system. And if you'll just contact me, my phone number is 972. My email address is ruddavis@yahoo.com. Every single morning up until March the 2nd, I'm going to call your whistleblower hotline. My wife's going to call into your show, and we're going to send your writers emails. I mean, listen, Kent Hovind had over 20,000 people sign a petition. He's an innocent man in prison. If you guys would just look at his case, he's not a tax protester. He's paid every tax that he owes. They're trying to put him in prison for the rest of his life for allegedly mailing a letter. The man was exposing the New World Order back in 2000. Listen, guys, I'm going to do everything I can. I don't want to speak out against InfoWars. I want to be on your team, but if you guys don't pick up this story, man, there's something terribly wrong. I'm going to do everything I can to get your attention. I don't know why you don't reach out to Dan Badani. Dan Badani knows the truth. Dan Badani's fully on board. Dan Badani is a bold warrior of God and a good Christian man. I suggest you give him a call.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
All right, well, every single morning, you guys are going to hear my call the InfoWars Whistleblower Hotline on behalf of Dr. Kent Hovind. I hope you do the same thing. Maybe if enough of us do it, we'll break through. The number is 512-291-5750.